neither Genevieve Naji. No. At that time, you just need a companion, a partner that you can do life together. And from that moment, you start getting serious. From that moment, you start getting serious. Everybody you meet that is decent, presentable, you can like, you start being serious. One secret that will deliver your dream man into your hands is that of prayer. No doubt about that. But there's a place for realism. You work in an organization and you find somebody you admire. I mean, it looks a nice person. And it's somebody you would have loved to speak with, relate with. And he's not making any move. In fact, he doesn't even see you. And you really, in your heart of hearts, you think that's a nice person to at least relate with. What do? You make sure the person must notice you. You have seen a colleague at work, and he looks admirable. He looks somebody you would love to speak with. Explore a prospect. You don't lay back. You explore the prospect. He comes to you and he say, colleague, fine boy. So these men are so shy. And even when they see what they like and want, they cannot make a move. Can someone understand what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not listening to me. I said some men are so shy. They see what they like, they see what they want, and they are quiet about it. And sometimes under their nose, somebody snaps it up. It happens. And he scratches his head and then moves on. Thank you, sir. And somebody that is looking forward to having a relationship. Nice words cannot be lacking from your mouth. He wears a tie. There's nothing special about the tie. Have a nice tie. Let's not with that. And he's still walking about aimless. Doesn't know what to do. 2 years later, where did you buy this your shirt? Praise the Lord. Where did you buy the shirt? No, man, fine shirt. And the guy says the shirt is made of banana leaves. You say, wow, banana shirt. Beautiful. At 25, you must have a plan. 25. Develop at 25. Start working towards your plan. In your process, do prayer and you're working with your eyes open. Completely open. Let me reveal to you a secret, which my wife knows. I dated my wife, but not born again. And then one day, a close friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, I tell her, and she wouldn't. Talk to me. He came out. He said, I saw Ime somewhere. She's looking so gorgeous. But what are you doing? The next week, I initiated marriage plans. Somebody can encourage you. Somebody can drive you. Somebody can help you if you are reluctant or. And the moment you allow the years to roll by and you are 30, at 30, you are not looking for marriage again. Michael Jackson died. No. You're not going to Buffy again. If you are a local and a boy, or if you're a boy, you are not thinking about remarriage again. Neither Genevieve. No. At that time, you just need a companion, a partner that you can do life together. And from that moment, you start getting serious. From that moment, you start getting serious. Everybody you meet that is sent present you start being serious. One secret that will deliver your dream into your hands is that you accept to be what God has created you to be. If God created you a man, accept you are a man. And if God has created you a woman, accept you are a woman. What does a woman do? A woman is kind. A woman is submissive. A woman is friendly. And submission is out submitting everything. Yes. Yoni. Yes. A man comes with an argument, doesn't make sense. But you also allow him to gloat over with his argument. He will come to work it. But that is let me feel free. And so the moment you are aged, You get more serious. Get more serious with your plans. The man tells you, you have 1,000 naira to spend. You don't mind. Why? You want to see if you can stop sleeping. Some women are. I have a friend, female friend. We grew up in the same neighborhood, about the same time. I probably will be her senior by 3 or 4 years. She's married 4 or 5 times, and some are struggling to get married once. Why will one woman be able to marry 5 different times and one has not been able to marry once? Why? Approach, adaptability, and accepting you're a woman. Who is a woman? You're in a gathering family. They brought cook to serve. They brought cook to serve. The good man tell you, get up, have the tray, tell the people. Some people looks like a nice girl. Oh, if the land is so mad. Sorry to know. Even if you come in a family and you became a tomboy, once you're 28, 30, you drop the man of tomboy is a white and become a lady. Do you know men how to work? You know, is that how you work for my mind? Yes, in cultures, they teach women how to work, teach them how to behave, even how. Some men will laugh. It ain't even like that. You laugh in a controlled manner. And then you, the man that is looking for a lover. There's a time to look for a fit woman with all the jobs. And there's a time to drop aside. And the woman. A time to look for a 10-year-old man. You know, this is a Goliath, no problem. And there's a time to examine height. Does he have a career? Can he take care of a family? Is he responsible? If he's responsible, is someone like? Never marry somebody you cannot submit to. No matter the process, no matter how it is pushing you, somebody you cannot submit to, never marry him. It will not. You can use somebody to encourage up a relationship. But when it comes to the of paying, whenever you use your money to pay for dowry, if it has a little talk, surrender your perspective. But then, if you surrender your finances to somebody at that level of relationship, you are what? The moment marriage is consummated, at that time you can submit your finances. That's the husband. And you have a life together. So you build together. And if the person you're looking at is so sluggish and cannot read the signs, you move on until the sit down with. Praise the Lord. I prepare so that our guests ask for what took the time to prepare. If you want it, one question to ask yourself: what do I need from my future partner? Learn from him. Remember, if you have a career already, that's nice. Having a career means you're not dependent on anyone. That's the kind of career. A skill. If you learn a skill, I had a mechanic I lived in Aro. I had a mechanic. I used to drive. My Volvo mechanic was a woman. And the woman had a husband that was at her workshop. And that she's female Volvo mechanic. Never allow your friends to have an idea of your plans. I conclude with this story. A young man that said, you know Nigeria today, no? So he went and got a job with a security company. And the security company gave him a uniform. And he wore it. They're busy in economics. He wore the security company's uniform. And they posted him to a bank. And then he was opening it for them, the bank. With the economics tucked in his pocket. Open the company security uniform, wake up, everything. Will open it for them. And one day, the branch manager of the bank that called him and said, come here, my friend. And he said, what qualification do you have? Yes, sir, I did in economics. He said, what did you say? He said, in economics. Okay, bring me your CV. From being a security guard in a company, working for a bank, they employed him in the bank. But before then, a lady in the US showed interest and now sent another lady to go evaluate him, look him out. The one went and looked at him. Nice, but no job. So he reported to her friend in the US. He said, the guy is not in a company, but he's a nice guy. Our friend in America dropped the idea. And the lady took over it and married the guy. Then the woman, now good friend of my dear wife, started screaming that her friend has snatched a prostitute husband. Side 2, the woman in America is close to 60. She is not married. This one did not marrying. The moment she knew the guy has a PhD, she knew anything can happen anytime. That is a matter of one fortune, and that situation changes. So when you start evaluating people, be careful about your evaluation. Some of you looking for, okay, not one here, the women in the Republic. They may be looking for a tall guy, driving on it. I bother with that. But believe if you work with a man to achieve something in life, that relationship bonds, a big bond. You are a man, and you're 30, and you have a career, and you're living with your friend, you're living with your parents, and get a house. You are overripe, overdue, and get a house. What will make a house of you? It will make you. Finally, ladies, be careful with mommy's boy. Those like mommy's boy. Who is mommy's boy? You are married, you have a wife, and your wife asks you, she does something you don't like. You go, hello me. You can't imagine what Elena did today. What did she do? I asked her to serve me coconut rice, and she gave me dry bread without even butter. That's a boy. You don't report a woman to anybody. You manage the trouble, you manage the crisis, you solve it. That's a man. And take it, in any relationship, your spouse is the principal partner. They are too close. You are a man and you are too close with sister than your wife. About that relationship. That's the red flag, Anna. So you're welcome, and with me, I invite a good friend and pastor, who is also a lawyer, and the husband or wife. I know the wife, and she's happy with him. Pastor,
I just let them know where to ask, but I know I want things to act. Because what we do now as speakers, believe you me, we are likely to repeat something fast. At least that way for emphasis purpose because of the importance. There is my father-in-law soon. He was the zone now so that soon and a very good working relationship. Please say that a very good working relationship. And over the fact is a teacher prof, just like you say, you know, when that one's preached, I think you say, take out people said, you know, after you know much, but mom said as a woman and overqualifies him to even the program. Going by the program was supposed to be we should 10 minutes and see on wealth and taking and deep in the the reason why. So what's the from us here as I'm going to have raise companionship to you at all. Then I choose my companion. Remember, if I continue, the choice is not the function of the lady. It's the function of to find the function of woman. So what the woman to be found, going to look in that. We find the name of let me begin in this teachers councils, but from now and it's not become wrong in the nature of politics and nothing and election places yes, woman alone on the man must him and me for him. What is that to mean that somebody I wish to give me a company after all remember that they were of and it means that God designed his own not as when you need to it's for party. You have meet a because I said you and nick them. And one and no as partner or before to affect like all this different and the when get it. Now work with that team, work on the back and just to help me for it. So I'm into that. And then make people change. So by when and peaceful and play so you have to run the process you have so there is also there must have a comparison but holiness or the is the same so and it's all the time have had some well of difference and when people that practice with the that's when they so and now in any relationship I'm always pause some people say from maybe and they look support you to do that you get that like that's it so if this woman has some of the motives for you desiring to get married and
that's who you are
wrong reasons. The wrong, the right.
This is the year